Alrighty everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're a new viewer, I'm Ramzastro, and if you're a vintage viewer, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at some Ghostbusters Funko Minis blind boxes. I don't know why I said that so slow, I just did. So here, let's have a swatch. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, and we've got 4 of these bad boys. I managed to pick these up for extremely cheap from a local comic book store that were selling these for stupidly cheap on their website. So I picked up 4 to try them out because I haven't seen these anywhere, not even when I was in said comic book store last year. So they came out, I'm sure these came out, where's the year on here? I'm sure it was 2018, 2019, roughly around about there. I couldn't find the year. It was going to bug me, So, before we get a look at these, I'm going to do a quick jump cut to... Oh, do that yourself, God's on your own time. Got to do a jump cut to get all this plastic off, but I'm not going to actually open them. So back in a moment. So as we got the plastic off these, I've not opened them, I'm just getting the plastic off. So let's have a look at the packaging. So it's from the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters. It's Mystery Minis. And on the front we've got the 4 Ghostbusters. We have Egon, Venkman, Ray and Winston. So you get 1 piece per box, vinyl figure, warning, choking hazard and the usual. So it shows you on the sides a couple of people that you possibly can get. So let's see who we can get. So we've got 1 in 6 chance of getting Egon. Basically a 1 in 6 chance of getting any of the 4 regular Ghostbusters. Out of those 4, I'd like Venkman. Venkman just looks most normal to me there. In the next row we've got Dana Barrett. She's a 1 in 36 chance. That's an alright figure, so she's clearly possessed by Zool at this point. We have got Lewis Tully. He's got a 1 in 36 chance. He is possessed by Vince Glorfos at this point. He's got his little colander hat on. He's getting tested by the Ghostbusters. And we've got a 1 in 72 chance of getting Gozer, the Gozerian, with some cool lightning effects on her hands. I would like that. Got a 1 in 12 chance of getting a marshmallowed Egon. That could be cool. Got a 1 in 12 chance of getting a marshmallowed... Who is that? Is that Ray? Is that... I can't tell. And the name tag is blurred up. Typical. We've got 1 in 72 chance of getting the library ghost, Eleanor Twitty. 1 in 24 chance of getting Slimer. And 1 in 24 chance of getting my boy, Stay Puft. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. If I get that, I won't even bother opening the other ones because I'll be too happy. Nah, I won't open them, but he's the one I want. He is the one I want. So let's get... So we'll do what we did in the last Ghostbusters blind box. We'll open them all up one by one, then we'll look at each individual figure. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, it's glued on well. Glued on well, I'll give you that. And there's a figure in a bag. It's in a bag. Funko's bags aren't as good as, say, the Titans ones, because they had a nice logo on the bag. Let's get this opened. Oh, you are tough. Let's stab it. There we go. Stabby stabby. And we have the marshmallowed Egon. That actually is really well done. Nice detailing. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that. Okay, they're a bit top heavy. People are a bit top heavy. That might be a nightmare for displaying them. Bag number 2. Let's just stabby stab. Oh, and we have... Oh, we got Dana Barrett. Possessed by Zool. It's a nice looking figure. We'll get into that. We'll get into that after we've done. Okay, what have we got in here? Stabby stab. Oh, we've got Venkman, the 1 Ghostbuster that I didn't mind getting. That's quite cool. We'll have a look at you in a moment. Please give me a Stay Puft, not Slimer. I do not want Slimer. Now, this one's full of air. It gives me hope. It gives me hope. Oh, we got Slimer. Actually, this is actually a really nice Slimer figure, I'm not going to lie. But we will get to that. We will get to that. So, let's have a look at these one by one. Yeah, so we've got the Marshmallow Egon from the end of Ghostbusters 1. I quite like the detailing in this. You can see plenty of marshmallow over the backpack, all over his cable for his proton wand, dripping off the wand. It's even on his glasses. You can clearly see with this figure who this Ghostbusters is meant to be. It's all over his shoes, it's everywhere, so I quite like this figure. Quite like the detailing and the marshmallow. It's everywhere, it's even on his cheek. I like that. It would look quite good displayed next to one of my Stay Puffs, which is probably where I will put him. I apologise that this one is not turning. The figure is so top heavy, it would instantly fall over as soon as this thing starts moving. And I can't find my blue tack to blue tack the thing down, so I'm just going to do it by hand. So, let's just raise you up. So, there we go. So, it's Data Barrett. Some nice detailing. It's got her orange dress on with her sash belt thing. It's got the one shoulder exposed, just like it was in the movie. If I looked at just the face, I couldn't tell that was meant to be Dana Barrett. The figure's okay, I suppose. It's not my favourite, but it's always good to get a Dana Barrett figure, so I'm happy with that. So let's have a look at the Pete Venkman. So here's Peter Venkman. This figure is actually able to stand on his own, so I'm quite happy with that. The detailing in the costume and the proton pack is really good. Just like the Titans figure. You can see the No Ghost logo looks great on his khaki uniform. I would say that kind of looks like Venkman. I'd have made the hairline a bit more prominent, so you can easily tell it's meant to be Venkman, but they've got the hair really well done. Facially, I wouldn't be able to tell that's Venkman, but I think they're not going for exact looks here. That's why I think they should have made the hairline a bit more pronounced, so you can easily tell that's meant to be Venkman. So before we move on to Slimer, I'm just going to do a quick side-by-side comparison with this Venkman and the Titans Venkman I got a few weeks ago. Yeah, I just want to do a quick comparison for these because they both came from blind boxes. So you can see on the Titans one, the hair is a lot more pronounced, so it's more Bill Murray-like. I wish they could have done that with this one, just to emphasise a bit more. This one does have the facial features of Bill Murray, but this one's cartoonised, as you can see. This one's just got basic printing on it. This one has printing as well, but there's a bit more detail in the sculpture, which I quite like. This proton pack is obviously bigger, but this smaller one seems to have a lot more painted details, which I quite like. Or maybe not, they maybe seem to share details. But yeah, they're both really well done. The Neutrona wand is really well done as well. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick comparison. I just kind of wish this hair was on this figure. That's all I wish for. This one obviously has a bit of articulation and stuff. This one is just kind of stuck in place as it's a little display piece. So yeah, so here we have Slimer. He's got his tongue sticking out his grotesque mouth. He's got a weird look on his face. You can easily tell this is supposed to be Slimer. He's a nice shade of green. And he's kind of got like a translucent slime dripping from him that forms into a nice stand. So out of the 4 figures I got today, this one stands the easiest because it comes with its own built-in stand. So I'm normally not a huge fan of anything Slimer related because he was kind of oversaturated as a child with the real Ghostbusters. But I quite like this Slimer, as it's based on the Slimer from the first movie, so he does look a bit menacing, so I'm quite chuffed with this. There's no real articulation to this figure or any of the other figures I got, but these are just for display. This could easily be used as a board game piece if you wanted, but I'm really happy with this Slimer, and I'm quite happy with the 4 figures that I got, so let's do an overview. Yes, I'm really happy with these 4 figures. I would say these are better than the Titan figures, just because I think because it's focused on the first movie rather than the second movie. I know there was a series based on the first movie from Titans, but you know, these are Funko, and I've got a good Funko collection and a good Ghostbusters collection, so I'm quite happy to have these. Which would I rather buy in the future though? I'd probably go for these Funko Pop ones because I really like the look of that Stay Puft figure. I would quite like to try and get it. And the Gozer. I would quite like to get the Gozer figure as well. Possibly the Library Ghost. Maybe all the Ghostbusters. I know I've got a Marshmallow Egon, but I wouldn't mind getting regular Egon, Ray, and Winston. So it would be a good reset. There's not that many to collect. There's 12 figures. So, but I would stop as soon as I got a Stay Puft. If I got a Stay Puft, I would stop. But I would go for these again in a heartbeat over the Titans figures. But if you like these, I'll put a link in the description below to the website that I got these from for quite cheap. Hopefully they're still selling them and you'll be able to get yourself some as well. So I'm not affiliated with the website, I am just passing on some good consumer information. Don't know why I said it like that. Who knows? Who knows? So, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, there's plenty of other blind box videos on there. There's plenty of Ghostbusters content, computer game content, Funko Pop content, you name it, I've probably looked into it at some point on the channel. But if you're a veteran to the channel, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. It does help me get more things to do for the channel once the subscriber count starts to rise. And as always, everybody, don't forget, have a good one.